I want to share a story that led to the first great lesson of my life. This story is called Tasting Blood, as coined by my dad. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because the lesson I learned from this experience is something that I have kept with me and will continue to keep with me. It was the first lesson that radically changed my life. Come back with me to where this story starts. The beginning of my first official wrestling season in 7th grade. I was indifferent to wrestling before. My dad wrestled, uncles wrestled, older brother, and my younger brother was going to start wrestling that season. So I decided to wrestle. And I hated it. Up to this point in my life, I had worked hard and I pushed myself in a lot of things, a lot of areas, but I had never been pushed so much physically, mentally, and spiritually. And when that season was done, I was not planning to wrestle again. Fast forward a year to the beginning of the next season. During sign-ups, I told my family I didn't want to wrestle, and they encouraged me, which didn't help much, but one conversation with my dad really flipped the switch for me, and I want to share that conversation with you. He said this: "Son, wrestling is a really difficult sport, and sometimes things like this take a while to get good at. Anything in life that is difficult will take time for you to get good at." And he continued, he said, "I will not force you to wrestle. All I ask is that you give it one more year. And if you don't want to wrestle at the end of this year, I won't make you wrestle again." And it made a little sense to me, so I said, okay. The start of that season wasn't much different. I won a few more matches, but was still hating my life. Until a tournament that changed everything for me. If you've never been to a wrestling tournament before, I want to set the stage for you. As the tournament begins, more and more families and wrestlers are finding their spots. More wrestlers are coming down to the mats and starting to warm up. And as the tournament continues, there are whistles all throughout. There's crying, laughing, screaming, side conversations everywhere. Now fast forward toward the end of this tournament. I just finished my second to last match, and I had one more match in about 2 hours. I had lost every other match, and I was sick of it. I was done and ready to go. I asked my dad if we could go, and he said no. Props to my dad for saying no, which led to this moment. My last match arrives, and we start wrestling, and I start losing. I was just waiting for this match to be over. But then I'm on bottom, and my opponent, he puts this move on me, and his leg comes up, and it hit my chin, and it made me bite my tongue, and I started bleeding profusely in my mouth. Enough that we had to stop the match, and I had to suck on a towel for a second to soak up the blood. I wouldn't have been able to keep wrestling if it continued to bleed so much. So I kept it in my mouth, and I swallowed it if I needed to. In that moment, I had not felt this much rage in my life. And this rage was a mix of anger, sadness, frustration. And it wasn't at my opponent. It was at this pain. It was that I'd been losing. I was just sick of wrestling. And there was a switch where I felt like nothing was going to stop me from beating this person, from winning this match. And I did. The first part of this lesson was my mindset in that moment changed everything. The belief that I could win changed everything. The rest of this lesson comes in just a second. So we're getting ready to go, and I'm still in this weird haze like, wow, I actually won a match. And my coaches encouraged me to go check if I got a medal. I think only first through fourth place got a medal. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to receive a medal. I go up to the medal table. Lady, she says, name? I tell her my name. She looks down her list. finds my name, and then hands me the 4th place medal. I'm aghast. I say, wait, I lost every match but one this tournament. I think this is a mistake. I'm not supposed to get a medal. And she said, yeah, well, that person that you beat, he beat everybody else. So you get 4th place. And I was like, wait, well, what about him? She was like, well, he still gets 1st place. You just get 4th. Well, here's the second part of this lesson. When I heard that I beat the person, I beat everybody else, every person that I had lost to, I realized I could actually be good at this thing. I didn't have to suffer so much. If I actually wanted to improve, if I wanted to start winning, I could work on that and I could start winning matches. Now, and at the end of that season, surprise to everyone, I ended up taking 1st in state in my weight class. Your mindset is everything. Your belief that you can win, that you can get better is everything. Some people get so caught up in this idea that somebody's farther than them, and because they're that, they can't ever get to that point. And that's bullshit. If it's a behavior, if it's a skill, if it's knowledge that you can learn and apply, you can get better at it. So for those of you that might need this, if you don't believe in yourself, I need you to understand, I believe in you. I believe anyone can get better at things that they work on. And that's something I've kept with me and will continue because it's something that's set the stage for my life. I hope this resonates with some of you and that some of you move forward believing more in yourself and knowing that you can get better, you can improve at anything that you decide to be consistent in. Thanks for listening and take care.